Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Preview Show for today, the 19th of May. Decent night last night. We've managed to right the wrongs of the night before, get us back to pretty much where we were before. There are 4 games to look at today. 4 games. So I'm going to get straight into it. We're going to start with the Chicago Cubs visiting the Milwaukee Brewers for a third night in a row. Jason Hammel has yet to be hung with a loss in 11 starts against the Brewers. His ERA is 2.37 in those starts. He's 8-0. He has pitched extremely well this year with an ERA of sub-2. Junior Guerra pitches for Milwaukee. The journeyman has given up 4 runs in each of the 2 starts before shutting down the Padres last time. And as you know, we don't count the Padres because they're that bad that I'd probably have a shot at shutting them down, to be perfectly honest. The Cubs lineup has been scuffling. They've only scored 5 runs in its last 3 games. For the leading offense in baseball that can hit from top to bottom, it is almost impossible to imagine that continuing. They definitely have the edge in tonight's pitching matchup, and they have the better hitting lineup as well. So I'm going to take the Cubs on run lines, and I'm going to buy a couple of runs. Milwaukee ranked 2nd overall in strikeouts, so I'm also going to take Jason Hammel to strike out 7 or more batters and the Cubs to win the game. I think 11-5 is a fair price on that with Paddy Power. I mean, Hammel's not necessarily an elite strikeout pitcher, but this year he has struck out 36 batters in 40 innings. So if you increase the fact that he's playing Milwaukee, I think there's every chance that he could go 6-7 innings and get to 7 strikeouts. So those are the plays for that game. The Washington Nationals continue their series in New York with the Mets in a division matchup for a hard-fought division this year. Steven Strasburg, the ace, is up for the Nationals. He does appear to have taken the next step this year, elevated himself to the status of staff ace, which is no mean feat with Max Scherzer in the rotation. Strasburg is 6-0 this year with a 2.95 ERA. He gets a Mets team that he has performed well against in the past. He's got a 2.78 ERA against them. All is clearly not well with Mets starter Matt Harvey today. He's 3-5 with a 4.93 ERA on the season. He's been far more hittable than last year. He does seem to think that the extra innings from the playoff run post the surgery hasn't harmed him, but his control's gone. He's walking too many batters. He's been far more hittable, as I say, and the Nats hit righties well enough and can punish mistakes. So on the face of this, it looks a mismatch in favour of the Nationals, who could send the Mets to a 6th loss in 7 games. I'm going to play them on a run line. The Yankees visit the Oakland Athletics to start their series today. Incredibly strong winds, 20 miles an hour plus, are forecast throughout this game to be blowing to the outfield, assisting the hitters. The Coliseum is a pitcher's park, but both these teams can hit for power. Oakland have scored 26 runs in their last 4 games, including 8 runs on each of the last 2 nights. Danny Valencia and Chris Davis have gone absolutely bananas at the plate. Both of them have recorded a 3 home run game in recent days. Even Nova, who will pitch for the Yankees, has allowed 3 home runs in 24 innings of work this year. He has only recently rejoined the rotation in place of the injured Sabathia. Kendall Graveman in opposition for the Athletics. Firstly, is not a left-handed starter, which is obviously always a red flag for the Yankees. Graveman is 1-5 with a 5.84 ERA this year. He's allowed 14 runs his last 3 starts, 10 home runs in 37 innings, including 8 in his last 4 starts. During those 4 starts, his ERA is closer to 10. The Yankees may not be prolific, but they've shown ability to hit the ball into the seats this year. And 8 looks a perfectly achievable number for the total runs, so I'm going to play over 8 runs in this game. The final game I'm going to look at, it's the Chicago White Sox hosting the Houston Astros. It's Chris Sale day. He goes for 9 straight wins today against the Astros. He comes into the game 8-0 this season, 1.67 ERA, and is charged with ending the White Sox worst run of the year of 4 straight defeats. Colin McHugh will pitch for the Astros. He's struggled to an ERA close to 9 in his starts on the road this year. Sale has allowed 4 runs in 3 starts. McHugh has allowed 4 runs twice in his last 3 starts. I'd be surprised if Chicago need to score more than 4 runs to win this game with Sale on the hill, so long as the pen, if they're needed, holds up their end of the bargain, which they have been very good this year. So I'm going to play a Chicago White Sox run line as well. Those are my plays today. Best of luck if you are having a play. Play ball.